Do you want to retire as a millionaire but are stuck working a low-paying job? Ronald Reed was born in 1921 into a poor farming family and worked as a janitor and gas station attendant for most of his life. He was a normal, modest guy who enjoyed collecting stamps and coins and eating breakfast with friends. Ronald was a regular person. How did someone who was born into a poor family and has spent his entire life earning a low income amass such wealth? When he died in 2014, at the age of 92, his friends and relatives discovered he had acquired a fortune worth $8 million. The answer is right here: investment. But saying that he invested his way into riches leaves a lot of questions unanswered, such as what exactly he was investing in, how long he was investing, and how regularly he was investing. Hello and welcome to Financial Fluence. In this video, I'll show you how to retire as a millionaire, and show you that it's a lot easier than you think. All you need is some patience and discipline. Let's now get going. The first step in implementing this plan will be to begin setting aside money from each paycheck. Now, I'm not going to leave you hanging by saying save your money, because we all know that it's a good habit to have, but it's really difficult to actually follow through on and implement into your life on a long-term basis unless you have a plan in place. And I happen to have a plan that I use in my life that works really well for me that you guys can implement into your life as well. So here's that plan. Number 1, automate your savings. I set this up so that every week money gets moved from my checking account to my brokerage account where it's invested. By doing this, I essentially get rid of any barriers to saving money. So how often have you told yourself, I really need to start saving money from this week's salary, only to forget or convince yourself that you no longer need to do so before squandering the money on something you don't even need when payday finally arrives? I noticed this by automating the entire saving procedure because it occurs frequently. You remove all friction from saving, and because everything happens automatically in the background of your life, you rarely notice that you're saving money at all. After all, when you get paid, the money is taken out of your account and placed somewhere else, almost as if it never was. You're not missing out on anything, but in the background of your life, your wealth is steadily growing. This is because you save money from every paycheck, and that money is then invested, causing your wealth to grow slowly but surely. Number 2, determine how much to save. This table on the screen is broken down by age to show you how much money you'll need to save and invest every week to retire as a millionaire. One thing that you'll notice is that depending on your age, it doesn't take much money to reach the $1 million mark. But you have to invest your money regularly, whether that's once a week or once a month, depending on what works best for you. These figures are based on a 12% return, assuming you invest in a low-cost index fund or ETF such as VO, which has returned little more than 15% on average per year over the last 10 years. Let's say you're 30 years old and don't plan on retiring until you're 70. And if you can simply invest $25 per week or $100 per month for the next 40 years, you'll have $1 million at retirement. You'll have to catch up on your investments as you get older, but if you start saving and investing when you're in your 20s or 30s, you'll definitely retire with $1 million, especially if you follow the next 2 steps. Part 2 of the blueprint is to invest the money you save in a tax-advantaged account, specifically the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA is appealing to me because it allows you to invest your money and build wealth without being taxed on the entire gain. Assume you've spent the last 30 to 40 years accumulating and investing your money, and you finally achieved the $1 million mark. The best thing is that a Roth IRA is entirely free to open and incredibly quick to do it. It takes like 15 minutes. And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Let's return to the video now. The good news is you don't have to be an experienced investor to succeed. Even if you know nothing about investing and have no desire to learn anything about it, you can be successful. Investing in broadly diversified index funds, or ETFs, is considered the best way to trade stocks because they allow the average investor to make big returns in the stock market without becoming an experienced investor or spending a lot of money. To invest in the S&P 500, an index that represents the 500 largest American corporations, for example, you may buy shares of an ETF or index fund that tracks the S&P 500 rather than all 500 equities that comprise the S&P 500. Most people, including myself, don't have the time or desire to research individual stocks when they can put their money in a well-diversified, low-cost ETF that will make simultaneous investments in thousands of stock and expose their portfolio to an entire index than just a few particular companies. Again, place your money in a low-cost index fund, or ETF, within a Roth IRA for a long period of time, ideally 30 to 40 years, so that it can compound and grow. Number 3, let the power of compounding take over. Compounding occurs when your gains from investments are reinvested back into purchasing more assets. And those new investments make you more money, which is then put into purchasing more investments, and the cycle goes on indefinitely until you have this tremendous increase. Dividends, which are often given every quarter by dividend-paying firms, or capital gains, which are earned when you sell stocks and profit from the capital gain, are examples of earnings. But to help you understand compounding, I'll give you an example and we'll play a game called Would You Rather. So, would you rather have someone give you $1 million in one lump sum at the beginning of next month? Or would you rather have someone give you 1 penny at the beginning of next month, but that penny doubles every single day for that month? It's great that you chose to receive the $1 million at the beginning of the following month, but I'm sorry to inform you that you passed up $4.3 million more than if you had selected the 1 penny that doubled every day for a month. If a penny doubled every day for 30 days, it would have accumulated to more than $5.3 million by the 30th day. Even though compounding doesn't work exactly like this in the investment world, this is a great way to show how powerful it is. As you can see with the penny, it wasn't until around day 20 near the end of the month that you really started to see some significant gains. And because of the compounding effect, those gains grew more and larger with each passing day. At the beginning of your investing journey, you're investing $25 or $30 per week, and it appears that nothing is happening, that it will be impossible for you to reach the $1 million mark by the time you retire. But if you continue investing a little bit each week or month over a long period of time, you'll notice that about halfway through your investing journey, you'll start to see exponential growth. Even if we use a real-world example, suppose you invested $25 monthly for 40 years and received a 12% return. Compounding doesn't start to work until halfway through the 40-year period. But as you can see above, at that point, the growth is out of control. If you increase your contribution to $50 each week, or $200 per month, you will have effectively doubled your money in retirement. The more aggressively you invest over time, the more money is made through compounding. And the best news is that you will be able to accomplish this if you follow part 2 of this plan. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy similar stuff, check out my other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.